Rise and shine, everybody. Good morning. That was a pretty good night's sleep. Except for waking up this morning and it's like 30 degrees. Welcome to Half Pace Outdoors. We made it 8 of 10 days. So follow me and see what happened. Decal. Look at the decal. Isn't that awesome? Tonight's candlelit dinner. Do we hear the rain? This is the Sand Hollow strip mine. My home away from home. The best part of staying up is Folgers in your cup. Pace breakfast burrito. Big homegrown chicken leg and thigh. Okay, so I'm having a battery issue. The size of these links. That is just massive. Some coffee being made. So as soon as I get these bones moving, we'll get into some hunting clothes for the day. See what we can go find. I really am starting to dig my Yuko. Little titanium sport thing. It's a lid grabber. It's a spoon. It's a fork. And it's titanium. You guys remember how I said when I'm out traveling around, not really at a base camp? Well, I'm at a base camp this time around, but I've still been walking around with my fire steel connected to my hip. So what I do is these Moras have this little dangler clip on the back of their belt loop. So the fire steel, I just stole this little piece of shot cord off of, I think it actually came off my Yuko spoon, spork. That's smoke blown right in my eye. So I put it in my little dangler clip. And then turn it so that that little black piece is in there vertically or horizontally, and it pretty much stays locked in there. And then, because it can still slide down and it can work its way out, but if it's up like this, when it's on my belt doesn't allow that little black tab to work its way down, so it stays connected. And that's just my fix until we do the survival kit video. Just like that. There's my fire steel, there's my knife. The only thing is, walking around, it makes noise. So, stick it in my pocket. Can't lose it. Oh, it's taken me a while to get my knees moving and working this morning. I don't like to cock my crossbow at the car by the road. So I like to get about 100 yards off the road and then I'll pull the string back on it. So we're back here on this little four-wheeler path that goes from the road, and it goes back to the oil wells and oil rigs that are back here. The workers will use these with the ATVs and come back and do maintenance on the wells. But I'm finding doe trails shooting off every which direction. And it's not like they're crossing. They're coming out of the brush and then using this little trail for a ways, and then they'll dip back in. But here, I'll show you guys what's going on. It's just walls of brush on either side. And I think that they bed down. There's a strip mine off that's down over this hill. Most of the trees you're seeing are actually treetops. So this follows the ridge of that strip mine, and they bed down on this side. And I think they come up, use this trail, and they go out to that big ag field that's between the two set of real brushy woods that I showed you guys yesterday. So we're gonna make our way back, and then we'll get to that field edge and hug the trees until we can get up to see that big field. And I'll talk to you guys when I get over there, because it's gonna take me a little bit. For me, it's not necessarily about having to eat whey protein as a muscle building thing, which it does help, especially dealing with spinal cord injury and my legs. I go for the calories. So you can't beat these things. They're what, 360 calories, 120 calories of fat. And the fat is what's important to me for the energy to keep me up and going all day. Alright guys, I'm about halfway up at that. It's not tilled, it's just all the grass is dead. And from the road looked like dirt. So, what I thought was an ag strip coming through, it's actually just a big open field. But there's deer trails crossing this all the way up. I found two tiny little rubs. So we're gonna go ahead and sit right here for a little while, see if anything comes out. It's pretty cool today. I think it's mid-40s right now. It's supposed to get up to 60 today, so we probably won't stay here for very long. I've been using my camera's zoom function for binoculars because I need to get a set of binoculars. There hasn't been anything moving around out here. The wind has been just ripping through here like crazy. So I think we're gonna head back to camp. Get some lunch. I'm not cooking, but this is how I sustain my fire. Actually, probably wouldn't hurt to just take this log and do that with it, huh? Ta-da. Oh, can we hear me now? I just slept like 2 hours and did not mean to. Ooh. Excuse me. I'm like, oh yeah, take an hour nap. Make it a 2-hour nap. So I don't think I'm cooking dinner. Oh, hear that wind? It's just crazy today. And it is a cold wind. We might end up just booting the action camera out and using my big camera the rest of the trip, because that thing gave me a lot of issues trying to take all of my video files off yesterday. So I just lost 2 days worth of action camera footage. I don't know if it's my camera or my SD card. So today I've got a different SD card in it, and we'll see how that works out. Don't watch. It's about 5:45, so I've got about 45 minutes that I can sit here. The wind will rip through here at like 20 miles an hour and then just stop dead. So it's got me a little bit concerned, because I'm not practiced and I'm not comfortable enough shooting in the wind like that. So we'll see what happens. I think they just heard the camera, but I got a bunch of does right over here. Oh shit, she's looking right at me. Oops. Yeah, I think I'm busted. There's 2 of them. When she puts her head down, I'll put the camera down. They're just out of range. I mean, that's like a 60-yard shot, but I'm not practiced enough for that. And she's got a little, there's no spots on it. I don't know how I feel about that. there's somebody out by the road. I really don't think it's me. Well, somebody started coming up the hill. And the wind is blowing this way. So, they just spooked her out. Oh, man. I had her up to about 40 yards, too. She was right at 40 yards. I was just waiting for her to turn broadside. Alright, well, we're getting to the end of shooting hours, so I'm gonna pack up and get back to the car. I'll see you guys at camp. Feel a little wrenched after today, so we probably won't be out here for very long. Coffee time, warm up, head to bed. That's my plan. Oh, good morning, guys. How are you all doing today? It got a little cold last night. First things first, let's go get some firewood. Or as my son would say, it's day 4. 4. Got the sausage frying up. We're gonna make some sausage egg wraps. 2 big old duck eggs. Look at the size of these things. They're huge. We have Rowans for anybody who knows the duck world. Oh, is our coffee still hot? I doubt it. Warm, but not hot. Stick that right in there then. Okay, that sausage is done. So we'll let the grease come off of it so we can cook our eggs in the grease. And I don't know, personal opinion, I think duck eggs taste about the same as chicken. They're just thicker, and there's more to them. Now I got egg stuff all over my hands. That's what pants are for. Took me 4 days and I decided to change my pants if you guys didn't see that. And look, not even 4 hours into the day and I'm wiping egg junk on them. My wife would be so proud. Alright, I had to take the coffee off. The eggs are done. The sausage is over here burning in its little pan. Everything's happening so fast and all at once. Alright, now for the party. This is going to be a little cup though. Oh, I got a full cup there. Nice. Get my whole wheat tortilla because something of this should be healthy, right? Maybe. And then we'll ruin that healthiness with some fire Taco Bell sauce. Not a whole lot though. I don't like stuff super spicy. That will go in my trash bag. Let's get some egg fried in sausage grease. I am all about the fats and calories, guys. Gotta have them because I'm a little skinny guy. And even though I don't work out, I lead a very high calorie lifestyle. Alright, that should leave me with enough for a second one. Will the tripod hold the pan? I think so. Skill right there. Yeah, I don't want to put grease directly in here though, so there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Half-paced breakfast burrito. Okay. Oh, that's where the money is. I need to get a different action camera. I thought that one was recording, and it wasn't. I kicked up a nice. That same younger buck the other day, I kicked him up again walking in here. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I sprayed down with nose jammer because, let's face it, I'm 4 days into smelling like a campfire. And I was sweating like crazy walking back here. Alright, we're going to get set up, tuck up into this hawthorn bush, and see what happens. Oh yeah, look at that goodness. Some coffee brewing. We got the chicken quarter on the fire over there. Stuff is happening. Food is getting made. So let's recap today. We woke up this morning. I thought I was going to have a lazy day in camp, which still kind of did. Sat around quite a bit today. And then when I went to check in, since it's day 4, I went out and I checked in with my wife so that she knows I'm safe. She can let the family know that I'm alright. I found out that instead of having rain Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, it was supposed to be light rain all 3 of those days. We're looking at an 1.5 inches of rain on Saturday, which will be day 6. But what we're going to do is we will wake up tomorrow, a little bit of a dip in the center of my tent. And even though I have my tarp pitched over top of my tent, yeah, I'm sitting in a hole, and it's going to collect water when it's raining all day Saturday. Even if it's just 15 feet away, there's a little bit of an elevation. There's a little bit of a knoll right there. There's more tent sites and hammock sites in this campground than there are like RV and camper sites. That being said though, guys, this is still, like, there are no full hookup sites here. There's no electrical sites, there's no running water, and the only way to get water there is a hand pump. So it's still pretty backwoods and primitive as far as Ohio goes down here. And then I did end up going and sitting on that that same place that we sat. Was that yesterday and saw the does. And then I did end up going and sitting on that that same place that we sat. Was that yesterday and saw the does. Getting suited up for bed. Well, guys, I think I'm going to write in my journal. And then I will read my book a little bit. I'm going to go to bed. It's like 9 o'clock and I'm tired. It's been a long day. Excuse me. See, I keep yawning. I might just write in my journal and then go to bed. Alright. Busy day tomorrow. Saturday is going to be a test of my resolve. So, let's get ready for it. I will see you people in the morning.